In this module, IUPAC Nomenclature 1, we will be learning about the nomenclature of alkanes and also about chain isomerism. Organic chemistry, as we know, refers to a branch of chemistry that deals with compounds of carbon. We have a large number of organic compounds. This unique nature of carbon is due to its tetravalency and also its catenation property. So, what is tetravalency? Carbon has valency of 4 as it has 4 electrons in its outermost shell. It requires 4 more electrons to get stable octet configuration. Its atomic carbon has atomic number of 6. So electronic configuration is 2 and 4. So valency is 4. It requires 4 more electrons to get stable configuration. So it forms 4 bonds. And the second property is its catenation property. Bonding of similar atoms into long chains or rings is called as catenation. Carbon can bond with itself to form carbon-carbon chains. It can form open chains or closed chains, which we call as, we have 3 carbons, the chain is closed, so we call these as carbon rings. Now hydrocarbons are compounds of carbon and hydrogen only. So we have only carbon and hydrogen. Carbon and hydrogen only. So these compounds we can have between the 2 carbons, we can have carbon-carbon single bond. So we have carbon-carbon single bond, and these compounds are called as alkanes. They are called as alkanes. So in organic compounds, if we have only carbon-carbon single bonds, we call them as alkanes. If there are double bond between carbon and carbon, then they are called as alkenes. So if there is one double bond, the compounds are called as alkenes. And if between carbons we have triple bond, then we call them as alkynes. We call them as alkynes. Now carbon-carbon single bond, they are all valencies are satisfied, so they are called as saturated compounds, and double and triple bond, they are called as unsaturated compounds. So in this module we'll be learning about alkanes, and in the next module we will be learning about alkenes and alkynes. So alkanes are compounds containing carbon-carbon single bond. So carbon-carbon single bond. Alkanes, we will be learning the nomenclature of these compounds in this module. So the general formula of alkanes is CnH2n plus 2. What will be the simplest alkane? With one carbon. So if we have to write the formula of this carbon, Cn, n is 1, so we write C1, H 2n, so 2 into n is 1, so 2 into 1 plus 2. So this becomes 2 into 1 plus 2, this is 4. So the formula is CH4, and this alkane is called as methane. So we have one carbon. If we have to write its structure, and 4 hydrogens attached to the carbon. This is the structure of methane. Similarly, if we take alkane with 2 carbons, the formula will be C2H 2 into 2 plus 2. This will be C2H6. So this is called as ethane. If we have to write the structure, there are 2 carbons. Between the 2 carbons, there are single bonds only. So how many hydrogens will this have? It has already formed 1 bond, so it can form 3 more bonds with 3 hydrogens. There will be 3 hydrogens. Similarly, this carbon has formed 1 bond. It can still form 3 more bonds. Totally, it can form 4 bonds. So this will be the structure of ethane. Similarly, if we have 3 carbons, the formula will be C3H 2 into 3 plus 2, that is C3H8. H8. This alkane is called as propane. So if we learn the nomenclature of alkanes, the nomenclature of all other organic compounds is easy. So propane, how many carbons are there in propane? There are 3 carbons. All of them, it is an alkane, so single bond. How many hydrogens here? Maximum carbon can form 4 bonds, so 3 more. Here it is all forming 2. The middle carbon is forming 2 bonds already, so it will have 2 hydrogens, and this will have 3 hydrogens. So we have to check that each carbon can form maximum 4 bonds. Next, C4H 4 into 2 8 plus 2 10, so C4H10. This alkane is called as butane. We will be learning about the structure of butane in the next few slides. C5H 5 into 2 plus 2 H12. This is pentane. 6 carbon alkane will be C6H 6 into 2 12 plus 2 14. So this is called as hexane. We should, before learning how to write IUPAC nomenclature, we should know what are alkyl groups. Alkyl groups have general formula of CnH2n plus 1. That means from a alkane, if we remove a hydrogen, we get an alkyl group. So if we have an alkane methane, the first alkane methane, we call it as methane. So if I remove a hydrogen from this methane, I'll be left with CH3, and this is an alkyl group. This is called as methyl. Similarly, if we take ethane, it is C2H6. This is ethane. If we remove a hydrogen from ethane, this will become C2H5. This alkyl group is called as ethyl. Ethane also we can write it as CH3CH3. If I condense this one, there are 2 carbons with 3 hydrogens each. This is also ethane. This can also be written as, I am removing a hydrogen from one of the carbons, so this becomes CH3CH2. This is ethyl. If we take 3 carbons, C3H 8. This is propane. This alkane is called as propane. We have already learnt. And the alkyl group will be C3. I remove a hydrogen, C3H7. This is called as propyl. So at your level, these many alkyl groups are sufficient, and now we will learn how to write IUPAC nomenclature. Now what is this IUPAC? This is International Union of Pure and Applied Chemistry. These are the names given by most of the chemists. So while writing IUPAC nomenclature, first we have to find the longest. These are the 3 steps for writing IUPAC nomenclature. Find the longest carbon chain. Then we number the carbon chain so that we have least number on whatever substituent that are attached to the carbon chain. And third, identify the substituent and the longest carbon chain. So this is how we are going to write IUPAC nomenclature. So let us see and write the name of this compound that I have written. So what is the first step? We should get the longest carbon chain. So if we start numbering these carbon, 1, 2, so this is 1, 2, then we have 2, 3, 4. So if I come this side also 4, the other side also 4. So this is my longest carbon chain. So it is, I have to, so what is the alkane with 4 carbons? Butane. So to this butane there are 2 substituents attached. So what are these substituents? CH3, which is this alkyl group. From methane we get methyl. We have 2 methyl groups. So when we name this main chain 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 carbons, we call it as butane. The alkane is butane. And what is attached to butane? There are 2 methyl groups. So dimethyl. So dimethyl. 2 methyl groups. So we write as dimethyl. And at what positions are the methyl groups? 2 and 3. So 2, 3 dimethyl butane. So between numbers we put a comma. Between number and an alphabet we put a dash, and the whole name is written with small letters. 2, 3 dimethyl butane. This is the IUPAC name of this compound that we have written. Let's try and name the next one. If I start numbering, this will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now it is an alkane with 5 carbons, that is called as pentane. And what is the substituent? This is the substituent, this methyl group. At which position? 4. Now we should always number from both the sides so that I get the least number on the carbon containing the substituent. If I number from the other side, this will be 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Now the substituent is at 2 position. So which is less? 2 is less. So I should number from this side. This side. So this is 5 carbon chain. So this is called as pentane. What is attached to pentane? There is a methyl group attached. So this is methyl pentane. And at what position is the methyl group? It is at 2 position. So we will call it as 2-methyl pentane. Let's try to write isomers of C4H10. What are isomers? Isomers are organic compounds having same molecular formula but different structural formula. So if we try to write the structure of C4H10, if we try to write the structure of C4H10, one, we have 4 carbons, 1, 2, 3, 4, and hydrogens attached to it. Now this carbon is forming one bond only, so I will have 3 hydrogens attached to it. This carbon is having 2 bonds, so we'll have 2 hydrogens, 2 bonds, so 2 hydrogens, and then 3. This is the condensed structural formula. So we have C3, CH2, CH2, CH3. This is one way of writing total number of hydrogens. It is 3 plus 3, 6 plus 2 plus 2, 4, 10, C4H10. We can write C4H10 in another form also. You can have maximum 3 carbons, 1, 2, 3, and another carbon attached to the middle carbon. Now if we fill the hydrogens, this has 1 carbon, so how many hydrogens? 3 hydrogens. This is attached to 1, 2, 3 carbons, so it has only one more bond to be filled, so 1 hydrogen. This is having 1 bond, so CH3, CH3. So how many hydrogens are we having? 3 plus 3, 6 plus 3, 9, and 10. So these are organic compounds. The molecular formula is C4H10, but the structure is different. Now the common name for the first one is called as N-butane. And the common name for the second structure is called as isobutane. Now if we have to write the IUPAC name, how do we write the IUPAC name? We have to get we have to number the carbon chain 1, 2, 3, 4. So what is the alkane with 4 carbons called? This is called as butane. Are there any substituent attached? No substituent attached, so this will just be called as butane. Let's number the second. 1, 2, 3. This is the longest carbon chain. So what is the alkane with 3 carbons called? It is called as propane. And what is the substituent attached to propane? There is a methyl group. At which position? 2 position. So it is called as 2-methyl propane. So isomers are the phenomenon by which compounds have similar molecular formula and show different structure. We call as isomerism, and we have just seen the chain isomerism is due to difference in the carbon chain. So in butane we just saw we can have maximum 4 carbons in N-normal butane, and in isobutane maximum is 3 carbons. So there is a difference in the carbon chain. So this type of isomerism is called as chain isomerism. Now if we try to write the isomers of C5H12, so we have C5H12. So the first one will be, I have a carbon chain and 5 carbons, single bond, and what do we have? We have hydrogens attached to this. So how do we write the hydrogens? Either we can write the hydrogens in this form, H, we have hydrogen here, another hydrogen here, 2 bonds are formed, So what do we have to see? That carbon has maximum only 4 bonds. This is a terminal carbon, so it has 3 hydrogens, or we can write this as CH3, CH2, single bond CH2, then CH2, CH2, CH3. Now this, how do we name? The common name is N-pentane, 5 carbons, so pentane. And the IUPAC name would be, I number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 carbons in one chain. So this is just called as pentane. There are no substituents attached. So one isomer is 5 carbons in one chain. Now let's try and write the other isomers of pentane. We have 4 carbons in one chain, 4, and the 5th can be attached to the second carbon. So how do we write the hydrogens? It is forming one bond, so there will be CH3, 3 bonds, so 1 hydrogen, 2 bonds, so 2 hydrogens, CH3. And this is also will have 3 hydrogens. Now, how do, this is, the common name is isopentane. Now, how do we give the IUPAC name? Let's try and write the IUPAC name. We number the carbons. It will be 1, 2, 3, 4. And the substituent is at 2 position. You should always try and number from the other side. If I number from this side, it will be 1, 2, 3. The substituent is at 3. So which is less? 2. So we will number from this side only. So how do we name? Get the name of the chain, 4 carbons. So this is called as butane. And what is attached? There is a methyl group, CH3 group. This is called as methyl. So this is methyl butane. At which position is the methyl group? It is at 2 position. So we'll call it as 2-methyl butane. Now we can write one more structure of C5H12. We can have 3 carbons in the long chain and 2 carbons attached. We can have 1, 2, 3. We can have 1 carbon attached to the middle carbon, another carbon attached to the middle carbon. Now how do we write the hydrogens? CH3. This will also become CH3. 1 bond only, CH3, CH3. So the middle carbon, already 4 bonds are satisfied, so there will be no hydrogens. So totally this is also C5H12. So this is also an isomer of pentane. This is called as, the common name is neopentane. And how do we get the IUPAC nomenclature? If we number 1, 2, 3. So maximum 3 carbons are there. So the chain is called as propane. What is attached to propane? There are 2 methyl groups. So dimethyl, 2 methyl groups. So it is called as dimethyl. At what positions are the methyl groups? They are at 2 positions only. So we write 2 times 2 because there are 2 methyl groups attached. So it will be 2,2-dimethyl propane. Please write some more IUPAC nomenclature and practice them. Guide to Simplified ICSE Chemistry by Dr. Neera Sharma is available on Amazon. Thank you. Please like and subscribe. Learn with Neera Sharma.